Jonathan Taylor's one of the best running backs in the NFL. Everybody knows, especially anyone who's been watching this channel, he is one of my favorite prospects to come out of college, and I think he has Saquon Barkley-esque talent that is comparably generational. Yes, I believe he's a generational talent. Size, speed, athleticism. His chops in the passing game, which people didn't think he had when he was coming out of college. His burst, his ability to run through the tackles, everything. And we're just seeing a little bit of what he can do. He can do a lot more. I guarantee he's going to be a consensus RB1 for many people's ranks. Dynasty, redraft, whatever, here in the next few years. Once he starts getting that workload, he's going to end up getting that eventually. But let's go over some of the tape from this Monday night's game against the Baltimore Ravens. All right, here we go. The touchdown play, the play that we saw on social media, SportsCenter, everywhere else. The long run. Let's go ahead and run it. So here he goes. It slips back into the flat, catches the ball. I was told he couldn't catch coming out of college. Like, he didn't catch the ball at Wisconsin. He can't catch. He can't catch. He can't catch. That's all you heard. But here it is. Boom. Hands. Gets upfield. And then he kicks in the burst, kicks in the speed, and weaves in and out of traffic, and bam. And now he's going to be gone for the score. Going to run this a little quicker. Bam. Can't catch up to him. Really, there's nothing really intricate about this play. He's just slipping out here. And when you give Jonathan Taylor green, he's gone. He's got 4.3 speed. He's built like a truck. He's going to run around you or through you. And one of those two things are going to happen. If he's at full speed, you're not going to catch him. You're not going to get him. And this is what happens here. Bam! Jonathan Taylor doing Jonathan Taylor things. Next play here. Jonathan Taylor's in the backfield. He's getting the handoff. Hitting it to the right. D lineman trying to crash down on him. Gets through with burst. Hits the edge here. Honestly, not all running backs would have made it out this far. These D linemen, some guys would have crashed down on them just because they don't have the quicks. Here we go with Taylor, though. Puts a move on 44. Just cuts in, really. Reads his momentum and cuts it back in. Uses his burst to get some extra yardage. And overall, just being tough to tackle. Start this play back from the beginning here. So we got a guy in motion. He gets the handoff. Really just running the play where it's scheduled to go. You can tell by the blocking assignments here. They're trying to seal off an edge. He's reading the line of scrimmage here. Hits the edge here. Fights off 97 or something. 92's trying to catch him. He's not going to get there. 44 gets duped out, but is able to regain some ground off the spin and get the tackle. He has to ride him down a little bit for about a yard or two before he goes down. Overall, really good play here by Taylor. Getting the edge and being able to maximize his opportunity here. Next play here, we got Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. And we got a little pitch action going. Again, they're trying to get him to the outside where he has space. He cuts it back in. The hog molly's got some good blocking going on here. We got Hats leveraging the D linemen or defenders to the outside. We got a little alleyway. Still a little bit of trash there, but see what happens here. He finds the hole and gets through there for the score. Other way, I think this angle's a lot better for what we're looking at anyways. Break it down even slower. Catches the pitch. The flow is going to the outside. He reads this. Plant step. Reads the momentum. Acting off the momentum here. Cuts it in. Here's the crease. This is what he's seeing right here in the middle of these guys. You would think maybe he could bounce it here where there's a big hole. But remember, it's easier or quicker to go from point A to point B than like A to Z or whatever. So he's going straight up the gut and riding it out for the score. Really good run. And what really sells it, one, is the blocking is on point. It's doing a good job. Here, he's reading the momentum really well. And I think this is really set up for him, the option on this, to either cut it out or cut back. He chooses to cut back because they got this wall set up with the line here. You can tell by the backs of the linemen here. And really cuts it up. Things open up for him. And boom, able to burst in for the score. Next play, Taylor's in the backfield. I'm going to do a little play action. He's going to slip out. Open here for the target. Wentz sees this. Wentz is going to fire it to him. Bam, catches it. I thought he couldn't catch. I was told that all last offseason that he couldn't catch, but now he's catching footballs. Man, I was lied to by social media. And now he's looking to get upfield. Again, you give this guy green, he's going to eat up some yards. There's some space here for him to get up to speed. Puts a move here. Wiggles out. Hitting up some yardage here with some dudes funneled around him. 21's trying to get the tackle. Going for ride. Finally gets him down. But really good play here by Taylor. He's a really good receiving back. Like in college, you did not see him like line out in the slot, catch 50 passes a year. But what I was telling everybody on podcasts, articles, and whatever when I was doing the content back then, I didn't have this channel set up then. But since he's got 99th percentile size adjusted speed, a good target share out of college, that once you get this guy targets in open space like this, like on the touchdown play on the first one we covered here, he's a threat to score from anywhere on the field, which makes his upside almost unlimited and makes him like a very valuable asset to the team. I'm surprised. I know Hines is really good. I don't want to dog on Hines. He's a really good receiving back. But I'm surprised they don't use Taylor even more, just because that upside is a touchdown on any given play when you get him in space like this. And the fact that he's got the size, he's got the burst, the little bit of wiggle to make things happen, it's just very exciting. I don't really mind it too much that he is sharing with Hines, because I think this is going to allow him to last a little bit longer. He's not getting grinded into the dirt every game. He's getting some time off. Then I think come year 5, 6, when you're older, you're starting to slow down a bit, he is just going to be able to continue. Maybe not the same light that we're seeing now, but he's going to last and look a lot better than some of those older running backs. I'm just hoping for that, and I could see that happening. We see that with Derrick Henry now. This is a different story. It's almost apples and oranges, though. However, like a lighter usage in the start of your career could help you. It could help him. He's not getting grinded in the dirt with 30-some touches. So that's another thing you want to think of is his longevity. You got a player like this that's uber talented, and you're still getting production out of him. Let's see how this unfolds, but I guarantee you, eventually, this year, next year, year after, he's going to be a top touch dude in the league. He's going to be a grinder, because there's no way you're not going to want to grind him in the dirt, because he's so goddamn good. But I love Jonathan Taylor. I'd do anything to get him on any of my Dynasty teams. One of the few running backs, or few players in general at all, that I'm willing to pay the piper for. And if something happens to him where his value dips, I don't even care what it is. ACL, bad play for 10 games straight, I don't care. I am buying the dip every single time. But I want to thank you for watching the show, sticking with me. Hit that subscribe button on the way out. Every subscription matters. It fuels me to keep doing this content. It fuels me to watch the film with you guys. It fuels me to help you with your fantasy teams, covering this in different angles with film grinding, metrics, rants, everything else. Things that other people aren't doing. You're getting some different stuff on this channel. That's why you need to hit that subscribe button. But again, I want to thank you, and I'll catch you next time.